Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sanaya and or Simniya here on YouTube and or on Tumblr. And today we are about to get into the second episode of the HONEYSUN Let's Play. So right now we are on Yukimatsu on the Mount Komorebi, and today Aisha and Vince are going to go rock climbing. So I don't know if you guys recall, Vince yesterday or last week in the episode, yesterday in the game, met Kado while he was out on a walk, and today again while he was out on his run/walk, he met Kado again. He ran into him again and they started talking, and Vince found out that Kado, if you guys didn't know, when you load up Kado into the game, he is automatically at a level 5 in rock climbing. But Kado still rock climbs. He rock climbs leisurely with his friends, and at the end of the winter, Kado and his friends want to try and do the mountain excursion, the mountain climbing excursion, and Vince kind of wants to get in on that. And they were talking about just the general like sightseeing places in Mount Komorebi, and Kado offered to take Vince and Aisha, because he had the day off, he offered to take them up the mountain to practice rock climbing, and hopefully by the end of the winter, Vince and maybe Aisha will have a high enough rock climbing skill to go out on that excursion with them. So Kado's supposed to be meeting us up on the mountain, so they came separately. He had to go back home first because, you know, he has 2 kids. And while they're waiting, Aisha, per usual, Aisha is a Simstagram girl, okay? She will be taking a picture and she will be posting it today, you know? So I don't know if I mentioned in the last episode, but Aisha also likes photography, and Vince actually got his first camera and got into photography because Aisha gave him her camera when they were younger, and like kind of encouraged him to get into taking pictures. And so other than that, like, yeah, she gave her camera away, but this girl, like, she will do whatever she can with the phone. She will have Vince taking pictures on his professional camera for her so she can upload it up onto Simstagram. So while they're waiting for Kado, she was like, Vince, take a picture of me in front of the statue. And what's crazy is that she's into photography, but this girl only knows the peace sign. She will always be throwing up the peace sign in all of her pictures. You will be seeing those 2 fingers if she's about to take a picture today. So yeah, Vince is gonna take this photo for her, and then they're going to head over to the rock climbing area, and Kado is bringing them some mountain climbing gear as well. Okay, so we're over here at the rock climbing area. I'm gonna have Vince send Kado a text, so he's not here yet. I'm gonna send him a text really quick and like see what he says, because I kind of want them to start around 12. I don't want them to be here for too long, just because it'll get dark. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm using a different ReShade. So I usually, like on the last video, I've been using the Senshi ReShade, but I do like it. However, I do like this ReShade more. So this is the Primrose ReShade by Llama, but it has heavier like shadow. So if you can see when I like zoom out under the trees around their like features on their face, the shadows are a lot deeper. But in return, like when the shadows sometimes at night, they look a bit weird. So I'm just gonna try to test this ReShade out for the day for this video, and I'll see how I feel about it. But generally speaking, I do like it more. So yeah, let's just pick up once Kado gets here. Okay, so Kado is now here. I'm gonna give them a hug. That's really cute. But yeah, so he hasn't met Aisha yet, so I kind of want them to introduce themselves to each other. I wonder what their first impressions are gonna be. In my head, Vincent's generally a personable person, so I feel like he's easier to get along with, even though I think Kado thought he was annoying. But I think, you know, he grows on people like mold. Let's see what their first impressions are. So that's about Vincent. That is not... Wait, what? I thought they had... Am I slow? Okay. No, they did have a good impression. I think that was his impression with someone else, or was it when I play tested? I don't know. I thought he didn't like him. Well, then my point stands. And they had the same impressions, and he finds her extremely attractive. Stop doing that. Don't find her attractive. But yeah, he's the same impressions for her as he did for Vince, which is pretty cool. All right, so I kind of want them just to chat it up a little bit, get to know each other. He's late for work.
Oh, bro.
No, he's not. It's fine. But yeah, I kind of want them to get to know each other. He's probably gonna, like, you know, give them like a rundown on the safety things. So when you guys are coming down, try not to jump down. All right, we are not in a climbing gym. There is no padding beneath you. But if you have to jump down, please bend your knees and fall into it. So he's probably gonna give them some, talk about his favorite holds, you know, two-hand holds, things like that. If you feel unsafe in any way, just don't do it. Because, you know, people get hurt out here. And don't let it be you. But I think that he's really excited to show them, you know, one of his favorite hobbies, and probably gonna show them some pictures of the climb that he wants to do. Before they get up there, I'm gonna have him inspect what it should be like, the climb should be like for the day. But I know, I think Kado could be a person who's like a really good friend for them while they're out here. He's pretty personable, and he also has, like, you know, he's married, so I think it'd be a good time for them to kind of do coupley things. But I really hope they all get along. So I like they're finally, like, they're all standing together like this, you know, because sometimes my Sims try to, just kidding, why aren't they getting along? My Sims try to talk from across the room. Well, maybe they should stop having this conversation then if they're gonna be annoyed. Why is it, look, he's trying to, that's so cute. Yes, Sims, yes. He's trying to get in on the photos. I don't know, I love my games working with me. That was cute. It feels realistic. So I'm gonna have him inspect the climbing walls. And in that time, I'm gonna have Vince and Aisha equip their climbing gear. Alright, stop talking to each other, please. Whoa. Oh, it's new gloves and shoes. So let's see what kind of day it's gonna be. I have play tested this, and sometimes when I play test, you know, Aisha was really good, sometimes Vince was really good, but I don't know, I hope that today's a really good both of them day, because last time when play testing, Aisha got injured and I was not having a good time. So let's see. Okay, chance of a successful climb is a medium. I don't think Kado has any climbing gear for himself. I think he ended up just grabbing some for Aisha and Vince, so I'm just gonna have him chalk his hands and do a little stretching. I don't think they can do a pre-climb stretch because they're not at that level. But yeah, so I'll just have them get up there and go for it. And after he's done doing his stretch, I'll get Kado up on the wall as well. Because we need to get his you know, his skill up, because he is doing that climb at the end of the winter, and so I don't need to lose any lives while doing that climb. All right, bro, we get it. You're limber. Get up there. Okay, so we just finished climbing. It's about 5 p.m. already, and so I didn't want them to climb any longer than that. I wanted them to reach level 3 in rock climbing, but they didn't. So Vince is like 52% complete, almost. He's almost level 3. Aisha's oh, I thought she was a bit lower actually. Okay, she's a bit higher, so she's almost at level 3. So maybe off camera or the next time they come out here, they can get to level 3, maybe level 4. Kind of want them to progress kind of quickly through the skill if possible, because they'll only be here for like a week and a half. But they worked a bit of a hunger. Everybody has to use the bathroom right now. So Kado's already grabbing food, and I'm probably gonna have Aisha grab something as well. That's Vince. Guess Vince is gonna grab something as well. Kado just got beef ramen, and I think Vince is just gonna copy him and get the same thing while Aisha heads up to the bathroom. But I kind of want them to sit down and get to know each other. So Vince is thinking if Kado's okay with it, he wants to kind of propose to him, interviewing him. So they don't know too much about each other, you know. Kado's just, they're both two personable people who thought, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen guys become friends. And it takes like 3 seconds. It takes like 3 seconds for two men to bond over literally nothing and become friends. So I'm assuming that's what happened. So they still have more getting to know each other to do. I think he's gonna kind of just chat him up, ask about his other favorite interests and his favorite foods, you know, because I'm assuming he had the same thing as Kado, because Kado lives here. And he's like, you know, what's the best thing on the menu? And Aisha doesn't care about none of that. She's probably in the mood for some egg ramen, so she's gonna get some egg ramen. She doesn't care what the best thing could be and or what Kado wants. Aisha's just gonna get what she's in the mood for. So yeah, probably gonna talk to him. Is this? Who is this? Oh, this is why? What is this hair? What is going on here? Is that? Oh, it's the CC. I don't know what that even is too. We're just gonna ignore her, pretend it's not there. We're gonna try talking to her. Just kidding, she's famous, and I'm not gonna try talking to her because I'm not doing this today. But yeah, so we're just gonna chat him up. You know, ask about like, you know, what he does around here. Vince loves fishing. He has a tattoo, so the tattoo on his arm is like beach/fish related. He grew up fishing. So I think he's gonna ask him about like the cool places to fish around here. He'll talk about all the cooking and foods that are in Mount Komorebi that he, you know, hasn't tried before. What's good, what's local, just to hear, and I can't find anywhere else. Aisha's probably gonna join in and just kind of ask some questions about him. And ask us curious what he does, and I think they're going to take this opportunity to talk about the possibility of interviewing him. So Vince is probably going to be like, hey, I'm actually a photographer, and my fiance Aisha is actually a writer. She's a journalist. She's working on being an author of fiction books. However, she is a journalist, and we kind of want to do a piece on Mount Komorebi and the culture, and just basically expose everyone in the outside world who's not from here or who hasn't been here before to Mount Komorebi's culture, and just kind of introduce not just the touristy things, but you know, the real heart of Mount Komorebi to the world. Ran away. Well, okay, as he runs away, I'm gonna just assume that, you know, he has children and he has places to be. What's going on? Why is she flirty? Girl, I don't even know you. But these two are probably just gonna talk a little bit. You know, it's been a rough day in terms of physicalness, and she's probably talking about, like, you know, they take a tonic or something to help out my sore bones. They took some tumbles while rock climbing. And then the last thing I want to do while they're here is for him to grab a simmy. So the simmy would help him with his what is that thing called? One of the goals for his aspiration. But the sun is going down, so we're just gonna grab that simmy and then we're gonna head back home. And so we're back. It's been a couple hours for both me and them, but Aisha and Vince are back home. So Aisha's just working on her next book. So I don't know if you guys remember in the first episode, but she ended up starting and finishing a book. And so she's working on a mystery series called What Lies Underneath the Snow. And she's making the second part to that book, or the second book, called Through the Snow. So we can go through all the descriptions and stuff of those books once she's all said and done. And then Vince over here, where are we? Vince over here made some mochi, so they went to eat already, so they're basically pretty full. But he figured that he'd make them a little dessert, and then they have some beers out. I was gonna get them some wine, but they are definitely more of a beer couple. So I'm gonna grab this for both of them, and they're just gonna close out the night together. I honestly want to spend more time with them. I feel like I haven't really gotten to know them enough or much. Like, you know, we did the little rock climbing and stuff, but I think I want to get more into this couple and them interacting, because I actually like really do think they are cute, and she's feeling pretty flirty. And as you can tell from that first episode, they are decently affectionate here. You know, they're not lacking any of that. But in terms of gameplay, I do want to explore the different features that come with Mount Komorebi, even though Snowy Escape has been out for a while now. But it is one of my favorite packs, and I think there's just a lot that can be done with different sim game features that I don't pay as much attention to. But I don't want to neglect getting to know this couple and getting to know like their relationship, because it's not like I necessarily want there to be drama in this Let's Play, but I know there's drama to be had, okay? And I don't know if we're gonna get into the thick of it if I'm, you know, kind of glossing over them like this. So I think I just want to wind down with them tonight. They're probably gonna go watch a movie. I just kind of want them to talk about their day, be affectionate, you know. Maybe she's talking about how he was up, how he looked good up on that wall, falling over and over again. And does she have a good buff from that? Oh wait, I didn't even see this. Excels at elevating from rock climbing. With the merest of wobbles, Aisha achieves another great practice climb session. Oh, okay. Hold on, let me like look at their buffs really quick. So Aisha's feeling happy from a good decorated environment, and then another buff called Deep Connection, from building strong relationships with others, cause for happiness. The rock climbing buff, on an adventure, from adventuring, take a deep breath, smell that's the smell of adventure, which is probably from her being an adventurous sim. And then pretty tasty from eating good food, and shared joy from a close sentiment towards someone feeling good. Seeing that someone Aisha cherishes is feeling happy brings joy to Aisha too. And for Vince, he's feeling very confident right now. So he's feeling great from high needs, well cared for. Sim is a happy sim. You're welcome. And then close connection, the same thing she had. The deep connection, pretty tasty. And then smooth sipping, a smooth drink helps make any day a bit brighter. And he's feeling a little tipsy.
Risharibo.
So that's pretty good. I mean, I'm glad they're all in a good mood. I worked really hard to make sure they're happy. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll have them watch a little movie. It's feeling like a horror movie night. I should come back over here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a pillow fight. You nasties. I'm just kidding. They're, you know, having an intimate moment, but per usual, Vincent has to make it a joke, and Aisha's not gonna let it slide. But this is it for today's episode. Last episode was a bit long for my liking, so today's episode's gonna be a bit and or a lot shorter. I don't know, I haven't edited it yet. But thank you for sticking around if you did. And I am glad to see you here, and I hope to see you on the next video. In the next video, I will most likely be doing the interview of Kado and maybe something with Aisha and Vince. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it and you want to let me know you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a comment and or like this video. And if you're feeling like you really enjoyed it, also feel free to subscribe. But thank you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.